away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution, and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. And the Dukes will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Troy's offense will get the ball first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. So the James Madison Dukes offense will go to work for the first time. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're at a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
To the air, it's Barnett. Finds the tight end. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dukes are on the move. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The give on the option. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Catches it at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And the Dukes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. He's going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
The Dukes will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Unloads to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's James. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Trojans will call on their punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's McMillan. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. It's 1st and 10, they've moved it to the 41. That's reeled in, it's McMillan. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Kearney on the jet. Touchdown, James Madison. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Finally running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Vanderbilt is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Doors fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw, it's James. Got his man quickly.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Jackson. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Let's go. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the 2nd half on defense? That's the question.
He's got it. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And Nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Wants to throw. It's James. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this offense has to stay out of these third and long situations, man. They get in these predictable situations. That's why they punted last time. Like, gotta stay a little bit more balanced. Gotta protect their quarterback so they don't know they're dropping back to pass in difficult third down situations.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The run from the shotgun. They get him in the backfield and he loses 3 on the play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets it out quickly. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? To the air, it's Barnett. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll do it himself. Spins away from the defender. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Dukes.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here's a heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's James. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw on third. Catch in the middle. It's Worley. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Gives it on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Worley. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Here's the pressure. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Trojans have a lot of options on second and inches. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's James. He's got it on the run. It's a fumble.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, are able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the ground with the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
And And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg.
The Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. Bringing it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Back to throw, it's Barnett. The sure hands, it's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finding open areas. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Barnett. He's got it. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by just 2 to the Red Hawks of Miami. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It's complete to the right. There he goes. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Working that left side now.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
And the defense gives up the first down, and oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's James. Quickly to the tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll try the run. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got...
Oh, a lot of space. He's inside the 40. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Trojans buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. To the air, it's James. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic.
Turning it on! The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Zings it complete to the right. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Going to sling it on second down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going over the top. Snags it inside the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. To the air, it's James. And the defense got him at the 27.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Worley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Right on the money. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And, guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Big fella moving. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's James. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got room on the return. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Kick is in the air. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
To throw, it's James. He's got an open man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Wants to throw again. Got his man on the outside. He gets it into the red zone, but not quite to the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 18, and it's fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Firing to the right, complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's James. Grabbed in the middle, it's Worley. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Flips it out in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense has got to pick their spots, right? Like, you got to use the sideline if you can, get the big plays and get the first downs. Be very smart here down the stretch of this game, maximizing yards, but maximizing time.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Might be changing the route. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Dukes can really attack on this second and short. Gets it to him on the screen. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. The Dukes in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
Wants to throw on third down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Zips it out to his man. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This for the lead and very likely the win. Absolutely perfect. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Oh, a double pass. Oh, they're after him. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it.